Hey, Prajwal here from Indie Crypto. Again, today's analysis. Cryptocurrency is in a big mess with almost all cryptocurrencies in red, and this guy is to be blamed for it. So we have Vikram from Trybitcoin, who's also a founder of Unocoin, with us, and let's get his views about JP Morgan's comment. Hey, Vikram.
Hi, Prajwal. So we see, there's a price dip because of JP Morgan's comment. Sounds like he's just trying to cover his ass. Because he didn't buy in Bitcoin at the time when the Bitcoin price was very low. I mean to say, he's not an early adopter. So it's just because of that, he's trying to see the price of the Bitcoin has gone too high. With his powers, he's trying to, blame Bitcoin so that the Bitcoin price drops and people panic sell, and then he could get in on it. So somebody's made a nice tweet about it and then put an image. It's for me, it's 100% true. That guy is a cheat, so we know that. So let's say about what is the consequences of his media grab for this today is a lot of people at that level of asset buyers who would be depending on JP Morgan Chase otherwise would all understand about Bitcoin and get in Bitcoin. He's just bringing a new set of people who are probably one of those who like to keep high, network portfolio assets. So he's bringing them, he's making them aware of Bitcoin. So it's all in all, it's a good news for the future. Might be a short time dip of Bitcoin for now.
Okay, here is an interesting article which says JP Morgan was one of the chief architects for the global crisis that happened earlier. So you were one of them, right? You had an issue where you faced some mortgage issues in UK, and then that's what brought you into cryptocurrency. So any more thoughts on that?
Yeah, very much. I would say the change in asset price in 2008's recession actually got me into Bitcoin because I had assets in the UK at that time, which changed prices all of a sudden, and I just want to know what's happening, how a price, commodity, and asset of that class can suddenly drop in price to half. So I was actually looking into answers, and then I came across Bitcoin. So looks like Jamie is afraid of Bitcoin. Is because it's a direct competition to it. That's exactly how it started in 2009 when Bitcoin started. People were talking about Bitcoin as an alternative to the existing system because the existing system had too much power and too much control on people's mortgages and the way they inflated the price, and the bubble had to crash. So that's what they say, right? Everything is a bubble. But when you create a hyperinflation bubble, which is a short-term bubble, that's how it crashes and people lose their asset values. Uh, yeah, this is exactly how I got into Bitcoin. And since we know Jamie is a corrupt guy, he's the one who did that, and he's afraid of having something like Bitcoin around because it's more democratic and more of people's money.
Yeah, and what do you say about this, where JP Morgan tried to create another Bitcoin and a Bitcoin killer? So, what do you think about that?
So again, this is something what is Jamie's hiding. He just talks about Bitcoin as if there is something that he got onto today or he understood about it today, but actually Bitcoin is being understood by J.P. Morgan Chase uh, quite early, and then they just didn't get in it because they were waiting to crash that or control it. So one of the ways they wanted to control it is by getting patent. Uh, if you see this post, you can see 175 times they have tried to get a patent on Bitcoin, and then they tried something else, which is like a Bitcoin alternative, and they've, including that also, they've tried to get it patented. But if you see, this all got rejected, and a person like of that standard is the one who are right now getting an opportunity to go and spend their money in controlling something which is to be for the people. Well, I'm glad it didn't go through, and I'm glad it's still Bitcoin is for the people.
Nice. And if you look at the other news, there is rumors that China is going to ban few of the Bitcoin exchanges temporarily, and that again has brought the Bitcoin price down for more than 12% right now. But if you actually look at the Bitcoin exchanges, there doesn't seem to be any bear suspend at all. They are just functioning normally. And if you actually look at few of the exchanges, they are openly telling that they have not been informed by any authorities yet, and they would be the first to notify the users if there is any such suspension or any such ban happening. So it all seems to be a fake news, and that's caused basically a panic in the market, and it's caused the price dip, not only in Bitcoin but even other cryptocurrencies as well. But let's wait and see if the market's going to recover. Hopefully it should by the end of the week. That's it. So Vikram, what's your thoughts on this fake news about China? What do you think about?
Yet again, your mainstream media is trying to bring some fake news into the market, and because they're so strong, they can actually, get away doing it. And this China Bitcoin ban is just one of them. What they're trying to do is trying to get a media attention, saying that the biggest, populated country, which holds the biggest amount of, mining hardware for Bitcoin and the trading platforms for Bitcoin, are going to shut Bitcoin exchanges and platforms. Well, it's false. It's not happened. Exchanges are fine. Even if there had to be, there must be some exchange which is so irrelevant that they would shut that just to make that as a news. Because the past or the history has shown that how Chinese markets lie about on the media, which is one of them was the Baidu in the past. Baidu shut down Bitcoin, and they didn't give any details of why they shut. The reason they shut is because they were actually not making any transactions on Baidu. Nobody actually used it, and nobody paid for any commodities on Baidu with Bitcoin. Because they weren't getting any traction, they just shut it, and they made that as a big news, saying that they were going to not use Bitcoin. And being Baidu, the biggest search-based platform, if you say after Google, there were a lot of people who would follow it, and they believed that this was going to be true, that the Bitcoin has been taken out by the big players. But actually it was false. They actually never got any people using it. They probably might have had just one Bitcoin transacted for over a period of like 1.5 2 months. So well, that's like the fake news. So anyway, it's kind of repeating now. They're trying to say that now they're going to shut down exchanges. It's all in the pipeline supposedly, but there is nothing. This just rumors.
Worst case scenario, if the exchanges get banned by China, how do you think it's going to affect the Bitcoin space?
I guess the Bitcoin price is going to shoot up because it's pure economics. That's how it works. Demand and supply. Now the demand will increase because the supply through the exchanges is going to be shut. The price has to go up.
Okay. So again, guys, this is not professional, or we are not financial advisors. So please do your due diligence before investing. So please don't blame us if anything happens in the future, because nobody can predict the market, how it goes. Okay, that's it in this video, guys. So please do let us know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. So thank you once again, Vikram, for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.